Okay, so we're going to start with number combinations, and I mentioned this before, that work in general. So overall, 2, 4, 8, 3, 6, 9, 1, 5, 7. If you have one of those numbers, that's a natural match. So if you're a 2, your partner's a 4. If you're a 2, your partners are 8. If you're a 4, your partners are 8. Those are natural compatibility numbers, right? So that means, in general, your attitudes might work well together, right? If you're a 3, 6, 9, one of those numbers, you meet someone who's 3, 6, 9, generally you get along. 1, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7. Now, this does not mean you're going to be the perfect partners for each other. It means that in general, you might be able to make a relationship work. The attitude number for me is the absolute most important number. It is more important than any astrological sign. It's more important than the fact that you being a Pisces, or any of that kind of stuff, a Leo, any of those things. I find those things to have value, but I find the numbers to be more indicative of staying power in relationship, right? So if you meet a person, you do an attitude, and you're like, oh, hey, our attitude numbers are natural. Know that it's going to be a little bit easier for you to be like, I like this. I like that. And why is that? That's because these numbers think in similar patterns, right? They behave in similar patterns. 3, 6, 9s, which is a communicative energy. 3 being a primal communication and creating energy, and 6 being a creating family and things of that nature, and 9 being creating something for the world. Those people are doing the same thing. So they naturally go together, right? They naturally kind of gel and understand each other. So think about this in terms of a job. If you work with a lot of people who are scientists, such as what I've done, we would say we got lab common sense. That means that I can say something, I can be like, oh yeah, they ordered a CBC and an H&H. They know they only needed a CBC. The people in my community know what that means. Outside person is like, what? What is that? What does that mean? We are all speaking the same language in lab. So the people in your number group, 3, 6, 9, 1, 5, 7, 2, 4, 8, are all speaking the same language in general. Within those groups, there are things that still do not go together, and there are things that still need to be worked on. I can tell you, in the lab, we don't all get along just because we're all laboratorians. Okay? So understand that it might be a little bit easier for you to see eye to eye with that person who is in that number category, but then you got to do some work, because some numbers are way too far apart in order for it to really make sense. All right? Okay. Next video coming up. One more for today.